Hi, I'm Carl, and you're watching a Lead Carl YouTube video. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the decline of the Wild West. If you have been playing the Wild West recently, or just recently been on YouTube watching videos of the Wild West, you will know that there have been a lot of YouTubers talking about how the Wild West community is turning trash or
Lead Carl donated $5. I appreciate it. What does it say? For YouTube interview video thingy I'm doing, what are your opinions on the Wild West community? The Wild West community is bad.
It's toxic.
It is very toxic. The game is very well made. The developers are cool. A lot of the people are cool, but it's got a very young community and a lot of toxic people in it.
How the Wild West community is becoming so bad and how the game is getting so bad. And so in today's video, I am going to be going over why people think this and how it's affecting the game. But first, if you haven't already, please make sure to join my Discord server so you can get updates of when I'm filming and when I am uploading a brand new video. So, the Wild West is a great game, and before I get into this, I would like to say do not send hate to any of the devs or anyone mentioned in the video. So before we can talk about the decline, I do want to talk about the rise. The Wild West started as a passion project for Starboard Studios, but in a few words, some YouTubers made a video on it and the game just exploded in popularity. The game would average about 1,000 players every day, which was a lot more than before. During this game, you had to pay to play the game. The game costed 50 Robux. As the community grew and more YouTubers were making videos on the game, more and more people began to wonder when the game would get out of paid access. It was really only a matter of time before the game got out of early access, as they announced that they would be a part of the egg hunt. Now, the egg hunt wouldn't work with paid access because obviously not everyone who wants the egg is going to want to pay 50 Robux for the game. Starboard Studios decided to make the game free for a period of time. Players to join the game and complete the Temple of the Egg, which would in turn give them the egg. It was right before this time where I joined. I joined about 2 weeks before the egg hunt. So I basically paid for the game 2 weeks before it was out of paid access. Now you may be asking, when does the decline start? I personally do not think it starts yet. I do think that around this time, it was probably one of the best moments for Starboard Studios in the Wild West. Even though there wasn't really any updates after the egg hunt was removed, there was still a huge player base playing the game. And this was also around the time when I started my faction, but the faction system wasn't implemented yet, so we all had to wear the same outfit, and that was kind of crazy. During this time, we would fill up servers completely and we'd all look the same and people were terrified. That no longer exists, but as you can see, my current outfit took a lot of inspiration from the outfit from those days. So personally, I think this was the prime of the Wild West. I think it was definitely a peak in players and a peak in experience as well. The community was great. I feel like everyone was having fun. So around August, the player count just dropped. They weren't averaging as many players as they used to, and the game in all was just a little boring. It was still fun, but I think people just got bored of the game. And then in September, they added the map expansion, factions, and just a whole bunch of other stuff that they added in that update. And they got a bunch of players again, but it wasn't necessarily the same as before, but they were still getting many players. Then they added forts and Gatling guns and all of that stuff, which made the game a little more popular. Then the Halloween update came in by, as well as the Christmas update, and I think the game started declining when we got our most recent auction update. Now you may be wondering, how would people start hating the game if there's a new update that added a bunch of new stuff? One word: auctions. Now you may be wondering why I say auctions. Auctions in the game are one of the best ways to get some of the best weapons and items in the game. In recent days, there has been a lot of problems that the auctions have caused. There was a huge amount of duplication of Spitfires and so many other items that it almost made people who auction look like clowns. And it was here when I think the decline was starting to get more noticeable. This was when the player base started getting more toxic, and all of a sudden there was standards in the game. If you don't have an auction gun, then you're lower class. If you have an auction gun, then you're high class. If you have a Spitfire, then you have like the best class out there. And it's here when the Wild West community stopped having fun and it was more about bragging about what you have. So because of this, toxicity just became way worse in the whole community, and people with like the best loadouts would kill someone and just teabag them, but they have some of the best loadouts. And I know that I have a Spitfire, and I know some people think I'm toxic just because I have one, but I'm really only toxic to people who have been toxic to me before. The reason why I'm saying this is because I just recently encountered someone who was using a mule shotgun and I was using a Spitfire. And so those are two very powerful weapons. So this guy kills my friend, who I'm not gonna name, with the mule and says he's better than him because he killed him. So that's when I came in and I was helping my friend kill him over and over again. This guy was trying to get a bounty, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to help my friend and destroy this toxic person. This person then goes on to say, Someone had asked me about my YouTube channel because they had recognized me. So I was telling them how to join my Discord server. They couldn't join my Discord server, and I was like, okay, it's okay, whatever. And so basically, this guy knew that I had a YouTube channel, and so he said, oh, I got screenshots of all of this. I'm going to have my friend edit and record a video and show your fans who you truly are. I have screenshots of this guy. I'm going to cover his name, but these were the things he was saying to me. And those are just my screenshots. Now imagine the others. For instance, look at these videos from Bronze. Nonetheless, there is very much a decline happening right now. The Wild West is not what it used to be, and obviously there is nothing we can do about this. So the Wild West is a great game. I love the game. It's definitely my favorite game. I love making videos on it. I love making content on it. But currently the community is really not good. There's a lot of toxic people that are playing the game right now. There's a lot of people with intentions to scam, duplicate. I personally think there is a decline going on. And if you agree with me, comment down below what else I should talk about. And if you agree with me, comment what I missed down below. And if you think the Wild West isn't declining and it's actually peaking, tell me down below why. I want to hear everyone's opinions. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe and comment down below what you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. And with that, bye. I'm Carl.